I'm just looking at my mountainside. Should I put a little bit of raw sienna, I think, to give me a little bit of light, warm colour on certain bits of the mountainside. It's a tricky little judgment to know how much. A little bit red there. That's a little bit too strong. Let's kill it with a bit of umber. Yes, I think we can. Yes, we've got some up here. Let's put a bit of yellow up on the hill there. Oh, it's a little bit dark. Let's put a little bit of cadmium in there, I think. A little bit of red and in some of these areas. Yes, I think we can do that. A little bit of cadmium, and also on the top here. Some of these peaks have got some reds, but also elements of the dark as well. I'm trying to vary it. Let's take this up a little bit. Got some darks on the very top of the hill. And I'm just thinking, should I put a few more greens in here? I think so. You can see I've put some of the terracotta roofs, or the these properties here, to try and suggest it. But I think I've got to, around here at the base of these palms, we could put in some things there. And I think we could, let's go for a little bit of yellow. I can see on one of these faces of these buildings there. Yes, I think that we could do that. And actually, right in the top part of some of the hillside, the mountains over there, we could, I think we ought to introduce a bit of blue on the far top of them. We could do that. That'll do it. Little gullies, trying to suggest little bits of hillside or mountainside, and also I noticed on the top here we could, let's just raise that up a little bit, and along here on this ridge, quite dark. So I think I should, oh now there's just one lovely bit of shadow I can see. I have to get a nice ultramarine, a little bit of crimson alizarin, and mix those two together, and we've got along here, I can put a bit of shadow. It's all getting a dark part there, a little bit under here, under these tiles there, little bits of detail you can introduce will sometimes, but what I wanted to do is get this bit of shadow in here with this sort of shape as well. Yes, I think that we can do that. Let's take it right up there. And I'm looking at other areas where I can opportunity to put a bit of shadow, but I want to try and suggest the shapes is being cast from the buildings off to the left of us, out of picture, coming this direction, casting a shadow onto the thing there, and we've got our shadow there, which we've dealt with, I think. Actually, we could bring it down a little bit into here more. I think we need to darken that a little bit. Let's get a bit of Payne's grey in there, along with our shadow colour. Bring it out there, and in the heart of it as well. Yes, I think that's a little dark there over that shrub. Which is yes, I think we could step up some of our colour there, and also in here much darker, so we can have a different green up against another. It's going to give us contrast. And also we've got, let's get some of this different colours here. Up against our hedge there. All I can see here, completely missed that. Big shrubs here. And we need to put a little darker under our hedge there, to suggest a bit of shadow. And in here, under all the shrubs, you always have much darker, because it's not getting the light. More shrub there. And I can also now, well, I've got a little space there, we can put some different greens, mix some different yellows, a little lemon yellow perhaps. Right, and along there, I think we could put a little bit of colour into that hedge there. A few speckles. Mix it with a bit of green along that top margin there. Different greens. Trying to keep it fresh, not muddy up. Ah, yes, I can see here, up against this development here, is all lined with shrubbery and conifers. A little bit taking it in there, so we've got some yes, I think so. Yes, I think we've got done a fair bit there. Right, now let's just one or two little bits where we perhaps need to step up some suggestion of windows. Lots of properties along here. Again, I must try not to do too much. Just a little bit here. Suggest some windows. Perhaps we better put a bit of something to suggest. Right. Yeah. Oh, I could put a window there. Bit of a rooftop there. Yes, I think we've probably done enough. Just enough to let you read that there's some habitation. Let's put a bit of brown under there. Right. Now I think I should probably leave it that. Although I can just see I can improve, put a bit of a hill on that, a little bit more of a pinnacle on our mountain there, help it read, and a little bit darker. That's too dark, so dampen my brush, take a bit of the water, there we go. Soften some of these edges there. brush. And I could, down here, I could put the odd bit of something there. Now the question is, let's get a little bit of white going on the gouache so we can put some highlights in. I think we could do that. Oh, I know, I can, little bits of this wall, I think we could step it up a little bit. Some of these houses are very, very bright with this bright sunshine which is going now. So clean off my brush very carefully and get some nice bit of designer's gouache. This is Winsor & Newton I'm using here. And I'm going to step up a little bit there. And here just a smidge. And also we've got on the top here, I rather missed it out in my initial sketch, but I leave some white along there. And we've got a little bit of white to suggest some coming down there. We've got a little bit of sunshine showing there, but we've got to try and step up some of the whites here. Yes, we could do that. Just trying to generally suggest these. And I think also there's a few whites that I've missed out here. Got some interesting, oh, knocking the camera, sorry about that. Little bits of the architecture. Quite a slab of white shapes here. That's the only way you can view it really, as shapes at this distance anyway. You won't be able to see individual elements. And I think we need to put a little bit of white here. Got that roof there, look. So maintain that. A little bit below there. And few highlights on a road, I suppose. trying to put the whites below some of these terracotta colours that I put in. To suggest the whites of the properties there. So let's, maybe we could step up this bit. Right, let me think, have I done enough? Let's say if you are interested, make some comments. I'm pleased to hear them. If you're a painter or you just have an observation, please let me know. It's always interesting. Now let me think, have I got a little bit of white catching here, a few flecks on our palms. I think I should probably leave it now. Got a little bit on the few properties out here below the hillside there, catching the light. Well, there you have it. This is Nerja, I believe, or Nerja. I'm not quite sure how you pronounce that. It's in Spain, and obviously you've got the mountains behind here, and I suspect behind us is probably the sea, but I don't actually know this part of Spain at all. Well, I've been down to Estepona and Marbella and all those places, but never to Nerja. So there you go, that's what it looks like. A little bit of light along there. Something. I could put a little bit in our little wispy cloud there. Bit of dry brush there. Make our place a little bit more interesting. I think I could step up some of the greens here. I think it's just a little too pale. A bit more intense as it's in our foreground, which we, as I said, it's generally much more chroma in the foreground. And of course depends on the lighting conditions, obviously. If you've got light there, yes, I think that's a little bit better there. And right, we put something coming up the wall, perhaps we could there. Just add these things, give you some interest. The shrubs here, could put a bit of yellow here. I'm sure they've got some red plants as well. Let's do that. That's it. Not too much there. Oh, made a bit of bodge of that. Never mind, we've got a nice tone. That's okay. A little bit of colour. You can use your nail. There we go. Well, thanks for watching.